Hello, good morning. So, in our last class, we studied about the circles and meaning of circles, and we solved some application problems on circles. So, in today's class, we are going to discuss about the new chapter, that is tangent and secant properties. So, here tangent. Tangent means what? Secant means what? So, you already know the meaning of tangent and secant. Tangent means a line touches circles at only one point. So, this PQ is a straight line, touches the circles at a point, single point A. So, that means this PQ is the tangent of a circle, it touches a single point. So, it is called as tangent. So, secant means if you draw a circle, that straight line touches 2 points on circumference path. So here look at here. 2 points. Secant means touches at 2 points. Tangent means what? Touches at only 1 point. This is the difference between tangent and secant. So in this year, they reduced the syllabus in this chapter also, tangent and secant properties. In this chapter, among this, only 3 points they are given in your new syllabus. So among that, the first point is what means the tangent at any point of a circle and radius through the point are perpendicular to each other. Suppose if I am taking tangent, circle, center O is the center of the circle, O is the center of the circle, AB is the tangent which touches at circumference for P. So if you draw radius, OP is radius. So if you draw OP and AB touches at point P. So what is the meaning of this first point says that it is perpendicular. So when radius of a circle touches the point of contact of the tangent, so it is perpendicular. That means OP perpendicular to AB. So any point, suppose if you take one more tangent here. So here radius, suppose Q. This is MN. One more tangent MN is there. The radius touches a point of contact of MN tangent. Where is the point of contact here? These two are perpendicular. This OQ perpendicular to MN. So similarly, in this tangent AB, point of contact is P. Point of contact means what? Where the tangent and radius meet at one point. So this should be, that radius is perpendicular to the tangent. That is OP is radius perpendicular to tangent. So if these two are perpendicular means what? These two angles are easily equal to 90 degree. Perpendicular means 90 degree. This is the first statement, first point they are given in the syllabus. So next point, from any point outside of a circle, two tangents can be drawn and they are equal in length. They are equal in length. That means we can consider any circle of center O. So P is the point outside. P is the point outside. So one thing you remember, from any external point of a circle, any one point of external point of a circle, so at least we can draw two tangents. Only two tangents we can draw from an external point of a circle. So that means from P, here PA is one tangent and PB is one tangent. Second tangent. What is the PA is one tangent, PB is second tangent. Only two tangents can be drawn from an external point of a circle. So if you draw two tangents, the two tangents are equal in length. That means PA is equal to PB. So in a circle you can take any external point. So if you take an external point, if you draw, how many tangents are possible to draw from an external point? Only two tangents it is possible. So the two tangents are in equal length. So this is the second point from your syllabus. The last point, very important, but very easy to understand also. If a line touches of a circle from the point of contact of chord and the angle between the tangents and chord are respectively equal to angles in the corresponding alternative segment. So here look at here. Here PAQ is a tangent. PAQ is a tangent. And I am considering AB is the chord. AB is the chord. So the angle between the tangent and chord. So which is the tangent here? Tangent PAQ, chord AB. Chord is AB. So according to this statement, the angle between the tangent and chord, that means PAQ is tangent, AB is chord. The angle between the tangent and chord is equal to the alternative segment angle. So if AB is chord means this is minor segment, this is major segment. The angle in the minor segment is equal to the alternative segment means what? Opposite one. That is major segment, that is BAQ. BAQ is equal to the BCA. This angle, look at here. AB is the chord, PAQ is the tangent. The angle between the tangent and the chord, this angle is equal to the alternative segment. It is equal to the alternative segment angle. That means this angle is equal to the alternative segment angle, that is BAQ is equal to the BCD. So here one more angle is there. So look at here. If PAQ is tangent means AB is angle, chord means this angle, that is BAP. This angle is equal to this angle. What I marked double angle, because this is angle between the chord and tangent is equal to the alternative segment angle, is equal to the alternative segment angle. That means this BAP is equal to the BDA. That means what is this statement says means the angle between the tangent and chord, the angle between the tangent and chord is equal to the alternative angle of the segment, alternative angles of the segment. Here, if you consider the chord AB, C is the point on. C is the point on major segment. D is the point on minor segment. D is the point of minor segment. If this angle is equal to this angle, if you find this tangent and angle between the angle, this angle is equal to this angle. That means the angle between the tangent and chord is equal to the alternative angles of the segments. So this is also third point, whatever they are given in the syllabus. Among the 3 points only, we are going to solve some application problems. So let us see how we are applying this concept on solving the problems. Next is problem parts. So first problem is the radius of the circle is 8 cm. Calculate the length of the tangent drawn to the circle from a point at a distance is 10 cm from its center. So here I am considering the circle with center O. PT is tangent and PO is distance between the center to that point. So they are given radius of a circle, that is 8 cm, and distance between the center to that point they are given 10 cm. What we have to find out? Length of the tangent. So we know that if you draw the radius to the point of contact of tangent, it is perpendicular. Perpendicular means what? 90 degree. So if it is 90 degree means, so you can easily apply Pythagoras theorem and find the length of the tangent. So in triangle PTO, PT is 90 degree angle. So apply Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem means the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides of a right angle triangle. So in a right angle triangle, square on the hypotenuse means 90 degree opposite side is hypotenuse, that is OP square is equal to other two sides. Which are the other two sides? OT square plus PT square. So square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides of a right angle triangle. OP square value we know that 10 square. So OT is 8 square. So PT square you can keep as it is because we want to find out PT value. PT square is equal to 100 square with 10 square means what? 100. 8 square means 64. PT square means 36. PT is equal to root 36. That is 6 centimeter. Like this way, we can easily find out the length of the tangent. Otherwise, if they are given length of the tangent and distance between the center means we have to find radius. So if they are given radius and length of the tangent means we have to find out the distance between the center to the point of tangent. So we can easily find out like this. So in the next problem, in the given figure, O is the center of circle, AB is the tangent at B. If AB is equal to 15 centimeter and AC is equal to 7 centimeter, 7.5 centimeter, calculate the radius of a circle. So here we want to find radius of a circle here. So here also you can consider the, if AB is tangent means OB is radius. If OB touches the tangent point of contact at B means this is perpendicular, means 90 degree. So that is OB perpendicular to AB. Here also you can write if you want OT perpendicular to PT. So yeah, OB perpendicular to AB means apply Pythagoras theorem. 90 degree opposite side is OA square is equal to OB square plus AB square. Pythagoras theorem. So we want to find out your radius. So OB value we want to find out. OB square is equal to OA square plus AB square. You can shift to this side. What happened? Minus AB square. So that is OA. OB is radius, that is R square. OA square is what? OA square means we should add these two. That is OC plus CA whole square minus AB square means 15 square. So OC means what? They are given radius R plus CA means what? 7.5 whole square minus 15 square. So you can expand R plus 7.5 whole square in A plus B whole square formula, that is A square plus B square plus 2AB. So A square means in the place of A, R is there, that is R square plus B square means 7.5 into 7.5. So you will get 56.25 if you square this one, and plus 2AB means 2 into R, 7.5 means 15 R, minus 15 square means 225. Here R square is there, R square is there. Both sides you can cancel. So 15 R is equal to minus in 225, 56.2.5 will go means 168.75. 168.75. You can shift to this side. 15 R is equal to 168.75. You can do calculations. R is equal to 168 divided by 15. So if you cancel this, you will get the radius is equal to 11.25 centimeter. So like this we can use the points whatever I teach in beginning of this class. So use that point. You can easily find out radius, tangents and distance between the center to the tangent point. So in this class we learn this much. In next class I show next other problems. Thank you.